Hi everyone, welcome back for round 3. I went ahead and already checked out this guy's deck on the replays, and he was playing Delver, a pretty standard version with Geist and Angels and equipment and all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna choose to play first, see what we got. We have Ponder into Mana Leak and Thought Scour. Yeah, we're probably gonna keep, so no, we won't mulligan. Turn 1, start with Ponder, and let's see, we have 2 lands. I think we actually do want a couple of these lands, probably the 2 caverns, and then we're gonna Thought Scour away the other. We might actually end up, no, yeah, we'll draw both and then we'll Thought Scour away one. We'll plan to anyway. If he plays into Mana Leak, something great, I mean, we'll obviously always Mana Leak, and if he doesn't, we can just Thought Scour in a turn, and if he does play into Mana Leak, we'll Mana Leak, and then we can Thought Scour ourselves upkeep, because that island is just dead, so it's basically like drawing an extra card off of the Thought Scour. Pike. Yeah, I think this is actually good enough. Like, Pike's pretty annoying unless you have a lot of ways to kill their creatures, and right now if he piked up a Geist and then had a Thought Scour, I would be in really bad shape. Yeah, upkeep. Scour. And yeah, Delver would have been nice, but and we drew a land. Nothing we can do about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this and pass. That's all we got. Hopefully he won't just run Geist out. Okay, well, it doesn't look like he actually has a Geist. I don't think he has a land. Yeah, and since he's missing his land drop, we are just going to immediately dismember this. Even though, like, we have Angel to catch it effectively. Yeah, now that we drew this, we're just definitely slamming this out as well. Play this on human, because this will allow us to get a lot of value off of or little extra value off of our Restoration Angel. So we'll cast this, we'll Ponder. Like I could have just passed and planned to Snapcaster Mana Leak, and then if he didn't do anything, Snapcaster Uncounterable and Thought Scour, which, like, that would have been fine, but because he didn't have a land, like, I feel like I should just I just don't think he's gonna have much action, so I would just rather get the additional benefit of the Ponder over the Thought Scour. Which, you know, I could look silly here in a minute when he casts when he, you know, untap and casts something I can't deal with, like a sword or something, which, you know, be unfortunate. By the way, the reason I put the Blade Splicer on top is because if he, like, just Thought Scours me because I kept with my Ponder, I'd much rather, it's the most important card, like, obviously. Like, yeah, the way this game's going is just really great for us. We're gonna play this on Angel, but we're gonna cast Blade Splicer, Uncounterable Blade Splicer, and leave up Mana Leak and Vapor Snag. Is this worth Mana Leaking? You know, I really don't think it is. Like, yeah, unfortunately this comes into play tapped. we're definitely just going to serve, and if he has an angel, we have some decisions. See, now we can just mana leak it, or we can just angel. It's kind of close. Let's see. If we just mana leak it, let's see. If we mana leak it, we can't cast angel this turn, which sucks. If we allow it to resolve and allow him to block, he'll probably block Snapcaster, and then we could blink Snapcaster and then just dismember it, which is okay. Or we can allow it to resolve and then just Vapor Snag it, which is the option I'm leaning towards. Like, yeah, I just think I think that's the best line, because it lets us get in this 3 damage, well, plus the 1 from Vapor Snag, and then we can end of turn cast our angel and get the Blade Splicer, and then he'll, and we have the option to mana leak something as well. Okay, if I snap this in, or flash this in and copy this, I get a token, but he can just play the angel, and then, yeah, I don't like that as much. So like now I'm just going to counter it. Maybe I should angel counter it now. No, I'm just going to counter it this way. I'm actually fine just getting in these three points over and over. Again, if he has angel, yeah, I really think he has angel. Like, I'm pretty certain that he has angel here. So like, just copying this to make a token, it just doesn't do anything. Like, I'd rather untap. And I keep drawing, like, I knew about this first Seachrome Coast, but I just keep drawing land. And I'm like, yeah, we're just, because of the way we played it, we get some mana like this as well. He has Gut Shot here. It's a pretty big blowout, or even, yeah. I mean, it needs to be Gut Shot, I think, or Dismember, I guess. But I don't actually think there's a reason to play the Seachrome Coast. I'd rather leave him in mystery about the card in my hand. Like, I don't think I'm going to need access to this mana. Like, I have way too much already. If he has another angel, things are going to start to get bad if I draw another blank, which I just do. Yeah, like, losing the Snapcaster or the Blade Splicer to the angel, I don't feel is a big enough reason to leave them back. Like, I'm happy trading either of them for the Delver. And like, him having I'm not playing either land for all the reasons I said last turn. Him having a third angel and he's already had 2, like, he can at most have 2 left in his deck, and he could even have just 1 left. See, at least this land does something. No reason to play it before attacking. It seems okay. You do Snapcaster. What does this do? Snag maybe? No, probably just Thought Scour. Yeah, that's what I would do. Block resolves. Well, we've got him to 3, so he's gonna need something. Yep, okay, we have lands, so yeah, we can start playing these now. Yeah. This game's been kind of weird. Drawn a lot of lands, and we held our angel for quite a while, but I mean, the way it played out, like, I feel like I played it really pretty well. That should be a nail in a coffin. Like, if he makes a dude, like, what's he gonna do? Maybe blink. He has another Snapcaster, he can cast it and bounce. Yeah, okay, sure, he bounces this. Like, yeah, I'm instantly gonna bounce that in a damage. Alright, so he's at 1. We'll play that because we have enough to play Uncounterable Angel and activate Moorland Haunt. And he knows our entire hand. Alright, got it. And yeah, he was very, very dead. Alright, siding for the mirror. It's pretty easy. I mean, you board out Mana Leak a lot, but in the mirror it's just the clear card. It's really, really bad on the play, and I mean, we're going to be on the draw more than likely, but even on the draw, like, if he has Cavern, which he definitely should, like, not playing Cavern in this type 2 environment, in my opinion, it's just plain wrong. Like, any deck you're playing, I feel like should be taking advantage of Cavern. So yeah, that is pretty much how I always sideboard for this matchup. Every once in a while, I'll bring in a Day, or even the hero, or I'll leave in a Mana Leak, and that's more just so that, like, I'll do that more likely in a longer tournament, like a PTQ or something, and generally only on Moto. And the reason I do that is because in those tournaments, like, I'm assuming that people are actually taking the time to watch the replays, and I want them to see that I have access to these cards, and, like, maybe not so much hero, but for Mana Leak and Day of Judgment, that can alter the way that they're playing the games against me a tremendous amount, even if I don't have them necessarily in mass quantity or at all, like, because generally this is what I'm doing, but like I said, like, I just do this to mix it up, and if they see one Mana Leak in one game from an earlier replay, they might be, like, assuming that I'm not boarding out any Mana Leaks and just play around Mana Leak the whole time when I don't even have a Mana Leak in my deck. Like, and I feel like the quote unquote, like, bluffing power of just them seeing that and altering their plays is huge. Anyway, so yeah, this is how we're gonna play it and see how it goes. Yeah, we can't cast a spell, so yeah, we will mulligan. He kept to 7. Yeah, this hand's not exciting, but we're definitely not mulliganing it. If he counters this with, like, a mental misstep, we're pretty much in a bad spot. But yeah, can't afford to mulligan it ever. About casting Probe, like, question I get asked a lot of times is, should I be paying mana for Probe or be paying the life? And that's really dependent on the matchup. Like, honestly, Yeah, I think. God, that land. Just even having one land in the top couple cards makes this really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 6 lands, but like the reason that I'm wanting to keep this is because this Phantasmal Image does provide us with an answer to a Geist of Saint draft, and that's one of the ways that you can lose really quickly is if you just cast a Geist and kills you. That being said, like, yeah, like, 5 lands already. I really don't know if we can win just with this land. Like, because if there's a land after that, we're actually just dead. Like, we have trade with your Geist to make a 1/1 versus 6 cards, and he pondered, and let's see, did he keep top, chose not to shuffle. So like, yeah, he should be on full gas, like, if he's not shuffling. Yeah, I mean, maybe some people might think this is a greedy shuffle, but I really don't think that's good enough at all. So yeah, shuffle, we hit a gut shot. Just, you know, if he has a Delver, it's great. If he doesn't, if he just kills us with a Geist, we might feel silly. Yeah. At this point, I will cast this for life. Mainly because I'm hoping that he won't just run this Geist out there into 2 mana. Yeah. After I paid 2 life. He probably will, certainly, since he has 2 of them, and it's pretty common knowledge that most people do board out Mana Leak. But, I mean, what are we gonna do in this spot? Like, we just have to hope. Yeah. Resolves. Yeah, myself, please. Nope. It's all the lands, huh? Spell gone, land into the hand. Perfect, I guess. Yeah, we're just. There's really not much we can do here. Yeah, I mean, he's just card advantaging us to death. Like, honestly, the best card we can draw is like Angel, and then even then, like, we would have to just throw Angel out there and then have him have nothing, so that Angel can just block this. And then, yeah, I mean, I am gonna just attempt to block this, and then if he goes to blink it, then I can gut shot it. And if he doesn't, okay, it's the same either way. Just paying the 2 life that we would take from the Snapcaster. Like, at least if he has Angel, I mean, he sure saves it, but he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those situations where I really wish that I'd boarded in Day of Judgment. Which, you know, to be fair, it's not a likely scenario that you flood out this bad with a 22 land deck. Yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna change anything. Like, I like the way the deck's configured right now, and like, that was just bad luck, pure and simple. So just gonna resubmit. Another hand full of land. I mean, at least when this one has a Blade Splicer and image, like, it's really on the edge of my range, which is a saying that I really don't like saying. Mainly because you're only going to say it when it's occurring, I guess. Yeah, I think this has to be a mulligan. Yeah, this hand's better, but certainly not great. I mean, it's got the potential to be really strong, but gonna need some help. If he has a way to kill this turn one, it's particularly bad. Yeah, like the open probe, like there's definitely situations when it's right in the mirror. Like I've done it. Oftentimes, I think I feel like it's done too often against me, because I feel like they do it the majority of the time. Is they're opening on probe, and I just don't feel like here I'm gonna do it because I need to draw a land, and so I can either hit a ponder or a land, and if I hit a land I'm gonna immediately Snapcaster and copy it again to try and find another, and if I find ponder I just obviously need to cast it. Well, he's not gonna be coming out of the gates fast, at least there's that. Like, yeah, I mean, we really need to draw a land. Which is very obvious. Just that really sucky situation where you have a Delver that you need to flip and a need to draw land. I mean, I guess that's what probe is for, right? So you can do it, but at this point I would much rather draw the land and have him take his one. So yeah, so far we know his hand to be Restoration Angel, some lands. That's not the worst. That is very acceptable. That is going away. These cards will not be drawn. Yes, and yes, that is good. More than acceptable. Yeah, Ponder really is that good. The ability to shuffle that stuff away and bink again is just very, very good. Like, I think I like our I like where we are a reasonable amount here. Is he gonna Vapor Snag us, or yes, he is. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to cast Delver. Cast Snapcaster. Two angels. Let's see. If he attacks and I block, I think he's gonna angel and then copy one of these probes or whatever, and I can gut shot. I think I want him to cast angel on his turn. so that if he does just happen to draw Mana Leak, I can just resolve this. Then again, yeah, I think that's just right. I think that's the way to do it. If he just trades, that's fine too. And if he just doesn't attack and just passes, like, it's all fine. Like, he's not gonna get to 2 angels and double do this. And if he's like angel blink it and then I do this and he responds by like vapor snagging it or something, like, I guess mental misstep would be the only reason. No. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna get out this Blade Splicer. And honestly, if he just angels right now to blink it, I'm not gonna kill this because like this angel has, or this Gutshot has a lot of power in just being able to finish off one of his angels after, like, you know, they bounce off one another. Like, there's a lot of value in this Gutshot. That being said, I'm not going to allow him to blink and Thought Scour. That's not happening. So, okay, if I attack with Golem and he... I think there's never... Okay. I can cast... Like, if he just blocks with Angel, then I'll let First Strike resolve Gutshot. It'll die. And then he could respond to that with Angel and blink this and Thought Scour to get extra value out of his Angel or whatever, but then, you know, I'm killing an Angel with a Gutshot in that scenario. So the other scenario is that he casts Angel and tries to blink this, I Gutshot it, and then he blocks with both. I let First Strike resolve, I cast Snapcaster, copy Gutshot, kill it, and or alternatively cast Restoration Angel, blink this, but I'd probably just cast it at that point because I think that's better. And then I would cast this and copy this and ponder. Yeah, it just seems like a great turn. Like, I'm just attacking, getting a little low on time compared to my opponent, which is just something to worry about, or to consider, not worry about so much. He also has the ability to activate Moorland Haunt, or just draw on a Vapor Snag or something. Like, blocking with that, okay, I guess he's just gonna blink it. Like, that's fine. I'm not mad about this or whatever. Like, there's nothing I can do really other than I've got it shotted a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm still not allowing him to do that. Like, and yeah, I think it's time to image. Yeah, I think I want to ponder more. Yeah, I think this is too good to shuffle away. I think we just get the ponder last, and we can be pretty aggressive with our snapcasters. That does, you know, flip this a turn later or whatever, but I think that we would be casting the Blade Splicer. Maybe it's possible that it was correct to flip this. No. I just don't like casting Ponder knowing that I'm keeping, that I'm wanting to keep one of the cards, because if the other two cards are bad, it just puts you in a really weird situation. See, this is kind of scary. This makes me think he has a counter, because like he knows I have Snapcaster, and letting me do this is just very strange to me. Alright, I don't know why that would ever happen. That makes me regret this, not flipping this Delver a lot. But like, how can I foresee that, you know? Okay, so he can make 2 flyers, which I really don't like. I think I have to offer the trades. He has another angel. I mean, I really just don't think there's much I can do about that at this point. I think I just have to attack. Yeah, I think it's all going. I mean, this. I don't think this angel. No, this angel goes too. It all goes. Like, if his plan is to make two flyers, like, I'm more than happy with this. Like, gonna like block. Oh, double jump, great. Yeah, this confuses me a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Like, on the off chance that he has Wrath or like Sword, I guess Sword would be bad. I guess Sword. What do I do? I don't know. That was just really weird play by him. I guess he had the reason he made that attack is because he thought it was his only possible way to win. He's just super flooded. He has a way to counter this. It's weird, but yeah, okay. He just didn't. He just had to have all lands, and yeah, we had a lot of gas. So I mean, he had a lot of lands when we probed him, and I mean, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess my guess is that he just drew a couple more lands, and there was just nothing he could do or whatever. So he was just a last-ditch effort to try and win the game there. But you know, we've all been there. So can hardly fault him for that. Alright, so 3-0 so far, and see you in the last round.